right now? Do you believe Israel must go out for the offensive, as Benjamin Netanyahu has actually said? And do you believe that Hamas is a terror group, it should be wiped out?
Well, the idea that you're going to wipe out a group that is embedded in one of the most densely populated areas with over 2 million people, 1 million of whom are under the age of 18, there are going to be deaths. I'm slightly appalled that some of our other commentators are just kind of looking at this as statistics and numbers. You know, we're all horrified by the violence that has occurred. There are no heroes here, only villains and victims. I mean, there's blame on Israel in terms of, Netanyahu showing up at the United Nations saying that he was, in essence, showing maps where he was going to get rid of the West Bank, that he was going to ignore the two-state solution that Israel agreed to. But it doesn't justify the kind of senseless death and violence that has happened. But this idea that you stand for one side or another side is a false narrative. It is a false dichotomy. The switch is not on or off. The issue here is diplomacy. This is not going to be settled by bullets. If they go into Gaza, if they don't kill everybody, how many of those children are going to grow up? What are they going to think? What is their reaction going to
Einar,
be?
because I do have limited time and I will give the last word to Neta. Let me ask you one question, and I just have about 30 seconds for your response. What do you think Israel should do right now? It should just wait, for more barrage of rockets to come in from the Hamas terror group? What should it do?
As a long supporter of the two-state solution and the peace process in Israel, personally, I think Israel has no choice now but to clear a way for a different sort of regime within the Gaza Strip. And in order to do so, it must enter its forces into the Gaza Strip and change that regime by force. And it saddens me, and I'm horrified to think of what the people of Gaza are going to go through, but this cannot go any further like this. Netanyahu's government tried for at least a decade to form a sort of give and take relationship with Hamas. This has proven to be impossible. Hamas controls the Gaza Strip. It is not a tiny group within the Gaza Strip. It is the regime there, and it has proven to be a part of Iran's ploy to actually control the Middle East and basically eradicate Israel within the next few years or decade or so. And Israel cannot afford it anymore. And I'm not saying this not with some barbarous zeal, and I'm not happy about it in any way, but this seems to be the only solution standing for Israel right now. And I hope that the world will allow Israel to act, and I hope that the government of Israel and its army will do the most humane job possible in eradicating Hamas's regime within the Gaza Strip. And I hope that the world will take part in the building of a new regime, a new Palestinian government,